Hello great learners and welcome back to my channel. I have this question on transformation. So this is the triangle. So the question said we should translate the object t by vector -7 and 1. Then we should label the image k. Question 2 say describe fully the transformation. 3 say reflect triangle t in the line y is equals to 4. And then 4 say rotate triangle T 90 degrees clockwise about 0, 0. 5 say enlarge triangle T by a scale factor -1/2. Center 0, 0. Label the image P. And then 6 say describe fully the single transformation that maps P onto T. Alright, so let's look at it carefully and then we can work on it, right? Okay, so first we are to translate the object t by vector -7 and 1. Okay, so we are translating it into -7 and 1, right? Okay, so how do you do that? Now, in doing this, we have to observe that this is x and this is y. Now this is negative x, this is positive y. Since it's negative x, all the points will move towards the left or towards the negative axis 7 times, and all the points will also move to the positive axis of the y, which is up, 1 time. So let's start with A. So let's take that negative point -7. So this is where A is. A has a coordinate of 2, 2, 2. So if we are moving, we'll move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is where -7 is, right? So we have our -7 here, -7 here, which corresponds to these 2, right? So the point is here, but then there is +1 going up again, so we'll move 1 from 2, we'll move 1, so it will be at 3 now, to be here at 3. So you put your point there. So the new A for the translation will be here, so you can call it A prime, right? Now let's go for C. C has its coordinates 6 and 2, right? So let's go. Maybe I should be writing this coordinate. A has its coordinates 2, 2. C has its own 6, 2. Okay, B first. Let's take B. Let's not jump. B has its coordinate 6, 4, 6, 4, and then C has its coordinate 6, 2. All right, so this is where we are, and then so let's do for C. C will move 7 points to the left, 1 up as well. So we have 1, since it starts from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that 7 point now correspond to this place, right? Look at 2. So it's moving this way. So 7 is here, which is here. And then you're also going to move 1 point up. So you move 1 point up, so it will be here. Final point, final destination. So this is C prime. Now let's do same for B. B is also starting from here, so it will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's match it to the point, which is 4 here. So this is where it stopped, but plus 1 up will be this destination, so it will go to 5. All right, so let's join it and see our triangle, which is the newest triangle, and this is going to be B prime, right? Okay, so this is our new triangle. Wow, you have been translated. Okay, so we have this, right? Okay, that is the new triangle. So they say you should describe, the next question said, describe fully the transformation. And they say you should label it K. So let's not forget, call it K, right? So they say we should describe fully the transformation. So description, that's 2 now. So this is 1. Question 1 is answered. This is 2. So description now we're going to be describing, right? All right, so the description is that first, it is a translation. Translation, how was the translation made? Translation was made by what? By column vector minus 7 and 1. That's the description of this translation. Okay, so let's go to the next question. The next question said we should do what? We should reflect triangle T in the line y is equals to plus 4. So let's go there now. So since I'm done with this, I can take this off, right? I don't want the work to be too dirty. Okay, so let's take this off. So that we'll have a clean environment, right? We don't want our environment to get dirty. Okay, so let's first, they say we should reflect it at line y is equals to 4. So let's draw the line. Say line y is equals to 4. So we are at y is equals to 4 now. This is the line. This is the line that y is equals to 4. So we'll draw a straight line. I don't want it to stain this, so I will just start from this 4 here. Yeah, so start at this 4. Okay, so now if that's the line, they say we should reflect it. So we are reflecting this. First, let's look at the points that we have. From this point, I'm going to start with A. From point A to the line of reflection, we have how many movement? 1, 2. Look at it. 1, 2, right? So I'm going to take 2 movement away from it. We have 1, 2. So your new A will be here. Then C also has the same movement. You can see they're in the same horizontal line. So I'll just move 1, 2. So it will be here. So this is our new A. This can be A prime prime. While this will be C prime 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 and prime prime. Okay, this is the second time I'm doing something new. So it will carry the second primes. And then C and B. You can see that B. Wait, let's do this way. Let's name it upward. Yeah. So you can see that B did not move. It's in the same place. There is no movement of B vertically. So it is at 0. So B prime prime will still be here. So you just join it together. So we're joining this point to this point. To this point. So this is our new new triangle that is a reflection of this, right? Okay, so the next question said we should do what? We should rotate triangle T. So this triangle T 90 degrees clockwise about 0, 0 about the origin. So we're going to rotate this about the origin, right? So this is the origin. This is the origin. So if they want you to rotate something about the origin, or if you are given any points about the origin, if you are given any point, so what you do is this. Since we are rotating about the origin, we connect the points to the origin, right? Okay, so first, let me connect the points to the origin. So this is for A will connect here, right? Will connect here this way. B will also connect to the origin. B will also connect to the origin. C will also connect to the origin. All right, so this is why we did that. So first, for A, we have to rotate 90 degrees. So I'm going to be using my protractor. Now, if I put this at this point, so I will ensure that it aligned with 90 degrees. That this edge will start from 0, which is this line that connects to A, start from 0, and then I'll pick the 90 degrees rotation, right? So I'm going to pick the 90 degrees rotation now. So this is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. 90 falls here, right? So since 90 falls here, I'll indicate my point there, and then this is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to measure this distance from this portion to this portion. So what's the distance? Let's see, using my ruler. So here I'm having this 1 centimeter, 0.1234, 1.4. So I'm going to connect this point and take 1.4. So look at the connection line here, this one. So I'll take 1.4 on it. This is 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is where 1.4 is here. So this portion now is for A. So I'm going to put A there. And this is the third triangle I'm drawing, so I can put 3 on it. Then I will do same thing for B. I'll pick my protractor, arrange it so that it starts from 0 at the origin and then aligned with D exactly, and then I'll take 90 degrees movement, right? So this is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and 90. This is where 90 is. All right, so I will measure the distance between the origin and B again. So this is the origin to B. So this is 1, 2, 3, 3.7. 3.7. So I'm going to take 3.7 with this point that we just got, this point here. So let me just relate the point. That's the point. So I'll take 3.7, right? 3.7. So I'm going to be taking 3.7. All right, I'm balancing it properly. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3. 3.7 is here. All right, so this point becomes point B, and then B prime prime. Okay, let's do for C. For C, I'm going to use my compass again, put it from the origin, centered at the origin, and position it to C. Then I'll take 90 degrees rotation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 90. Put it there. And then I'll take just a very faint line since it's not part of our construction. And then I'll measure the distance between the origin to C. So this is giving me 3.2. So I'll just keep it there and take 3.2. So this is 1, 2, 3. 3.2 is somewhere here. So this is 3.2. Right? So let's connect the triangles together. Okay, so we have this point, right? Then this point to this point. Remember, we are using plane sheet, so there is always room for little error, right? So all right, so this is the triangle. So this is C prime prime prime. So this is a new triangle now that we have rotated 90 degrees from T. Did they say we should call it any name? Nope, they didn't. Okay, so we'll proceed with number 5. Number 5 say enlarge triangle T by a scale factor of -1/2 with center 0, 0. Label the image as P. Okay, so let's see what we're going to do. So first, let's recall our coordinates for this thing for T. So here for A we have 2, 2. Yes, 2, 2. So we can arrange it this way because we want to use it for enlargement, so we can put it as a vector. Then for B we have 6, 4. For B we have 6 and 4. Then for C we have 6 and 2. For C we have 6 and 2. So they say the enlargement is by -1/2. So to get the new A prime 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 prime, wow, we are entering up to 4. So it's going to be what? 2 multiplied by -half. So this is going to give you what? This times this will give you -1. This times this will give you -1, right? Okay, for B prime 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 prime, we're going to be having 6, 4 times -1/2. So this is going to give you -3 -2. Then for C4 prime prime prime, it's going to give you 6, 2 times -1/2. So they give you -3 -1. So let's use this now to draw the new enlarged triangle. So for A, -1 -1. So this is -1 -1. So they meet here. So this is A prime 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 prime. Right? Ooh. Okay, this is A. Then for -3 and -2, x is -3, y is -2. So they meet here. And that's B. So we call it B prime 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 prime. Then for C is -3 -1. So we have -3 and -1. So it's here. So this is C prime 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 prime. So this is your new triangle. You can use your hand. This is too small. to even use a ruler, right? So you can just connect the point with your hand. All right, that's a new triangle, and then we should label it P. So this is P. That's P, right? Okay, so the last but not the least, they say describe fully the single transformation that maps P onto T. Okay, so we know that. So this is number 6, and we know that that's an enlargement with center 0, 0, which is also the origin. You can call it the origin, and scale factor. Now the scale factor, now since this is big, this is small, it will be the inverse, right? So the scale factor now will be the inverse of the original, raised to power half minus 1. So that is going to give you what? Minus 2. So this is going to be the scale factor now. Scale factor is minus 2. So you take the inverse of this, it's going to give you what? Minus 2. Alright, so we're going to be having what? Minus 2 as a final answer. So this brings us to the end of this wonderful question. Yes, we have come to its end. Then I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for following from start to finish. Bye for now.